But we kick off with league leaders Everton against Southampton at the Dell, historically not the happiest of hunting grounds for the Toffee men. Your commentator, John Motson.
The country's most consistent team put their record at stake on what for them is a notoriously unlucky ground. Because although Everton have yet to lose a match in 1985, they haven't won here at the Dell for 13 years and they've been beaten on their last 7 visits. They have Paul Bracewell back after hamstring trouble, but Kevin Sheedy is still out and hopes to play at Spurs on Wednesday. The substitute is Paul Wilkinson, this week's £250,000 acquisition from Grimsby. Southampton are still without the injured Nick Holmes and Steve Moran, and new signing Jimmy Case serves a 1-match suspension owing to bookings he collected with Brighton. So Alan Curtis returns in midfield, and there's a chance up front for George Lawrence. And a striking comparison between the two goalkeepers. England's Peter Shilton, is he still the best in the business? Against Neville Southall, whose clean sheet for Wales against Scotland on Wednesday was his 11th in his last 17 games. David Axel of Southend is the man in charge. On a pitch made heavy by torrential rain this morning, it's Southampton in the red and white who start the match playing from the right, hoping to get last week's heavy defeat at Spurs out of their system. Everton are unbeaten in their last 16 matches and are wearing the blue shirts as usual. Southall missed that and Lawrence came in, but there was a foul on the goalkeeper, and the goal which Southampton were hoping for has not been awarded. When Neville Southall came in the crowd, he was impeded in the referee's view, so it's a free kick and not a goal. This is Curtis. Wallace. That's useful. Mark Dennis. Coming in. My word, that was close. It was a superb effort, but it would be fair too to give credit there to Neville Southall, because that was an instant header and it was also a fine save, one of many that Southall has made this season. His reactions close to a goal like that, a hallmark of his form this season. Jordan's coming in, Ratcliffe stopped him, Stephen was there too. Laurie McMenemy aware that his side have not scored the goals at home this season that they have in the past, only 16 here at the Dell in 14 games in the First Division. And Stephen again, back into Reed. Stevens. Richardson coming in behind Mills here. Good header too. And Stephen. And Shilton saves Southampton. Richardson in the first place beat Mills for the header. That came back off the crossbar, but what good reactions from Shilton to the follow-up shot by Trevor Stephen. Stephen. And Sharp beat Mick Mills. And he's got Richardson coming in from the far side, completely unmarked. And Everton there had a golden opportunity to take the lead. The reason being that Graham Sharp slipped Mick Mills, and on the far side he spotted Kevin Richardson in a fine position, and Richardson will want to forget that shot. On by Gray. And Armstrong's back pass falling short. Sharp hits the post. And a corner. Armstrong relieved. It was his mistake. Graham Sharp jabbed the ball past Peter Shilton, but it trickled agonisingly against the post. Corner to Everton. The two clearest opportunities of the half have fallen to Everton. And that second one to their top scorer, Graham Sharp. 24 goals this season. He forced the ball past the England goalkeeper, but was unlucky enough to see it come back off the post. Bracewell. Intercepted by Lawrence, and he's got Danny Wallace through and onside. He foxed the keeper, but he took it too far wide and hit the side netting. Other First Division teams believe your best chance against Everton is to catch them a little square, or maybe 1-against-1 at the back. Usually Ratcliffe is so quick, but that pass from Lawrence put Wallace clean through. Southall came out to make it difficult. Wallace went round him, but took the ball too wide, and so at half-time, there's no score. That was Southampton's best chance. Everton, by comparison, had two clean, inviting opportunities, but failed to take them. So the team chasing the treble, for whom Graham Sharp hit the post and Kevin Richardson blazed over, are level at half-time against the home side, chasing a UEFA Cup place. What a challenging time lies ahead for Everton. Wednesday they play at Tottenham in a crunch match in this Canon Championship. Then at home to Sunderland next Saturday, then away to Bayern Munich in Europe. Laurie McMenemy would love to be there, I'm sure, with Southampton, but they were knocked out earlier on this season. And then the FA Cup semi-final for Everton, the following Saturday against Luton Town. Stephen to Sharp. This is Stevens. Stephen did well there. Lovely run. Sharp. Oh, and Richardson. He's made up for the chance he missed in the first half, Kevin Richardson, and he has put Everton in front. But so much of the credit down to Trevor Stephen. A twisting run from the right-hand side opened up things in the penalty area. Graham Sharp shot parried by Shilton, and Richardson on hand to score. 4 minutes into the second half, the side who began the day as the First Division leaders take the lead. Richardson only playing because Kevin Sheedy is still injured, but the fans don't mind that if he scores. Stevens. Gray with the header, and Richardson's there again, his second! Shilton on the ground, but a nightmare moment for Mick Mills, really. When the ball came in, Mills hesitated, Richardson didn't, and that's 2-0. So, 6 minutes gone in the second half, and Everton are 2 goals ahead. And that's championship-type football to come out for the second half and take such a firm grip on the proceedings. And Jordan chasing Mountfield and Southall and Lawrence. And did Ratcliffe handle it? Penalty. Lawrence aimed for the empty goal. Ratcliffe put his arm up, but did he actually make contact? The referee said yes. It's a penalty for handball to Southampton. It was Lawrence's shot. It was Ratcliffe's arm that went out, and a penalty has been awarded. Ratcliffe is protesting his innocence. He put the arm out, but he's getting booked, in fact, as well now. And the referee has moved the ball back onto the spot, which only was repainted, in fact, just before the kick-off because of all the mud there. But Armstrong now seems happy with the placement. It's an unnerving moment for him. Too unnerving. Often happens when a player is made to delay for so long in taking a penalty. He has too long to think about it, and Southall will agree that that was not the most difficult save he's had to make. Those supporters thrilled to bits. with the way Everton are maintaining the challenge for 3 trophies. Bond was there, Jordan was there! So close. Bond got the first touch and Joe Jordan threw himself at it for the second header, and it went very close to the post, but not close enough for Jordan. Most of the breaks at this stage are going the way of Everton. This could be the moment when Paul Wilkinson makes his first appearance in an Everton shirt. Signed this week from Grimsby in the biggest of the deals leading up to the transfer deadline. Only 20 years old. And it's going to be his Everton debut as Graham Sharp comes off. Nice time to come on, in a way, when your team are leading 2-0. Armstrong. Richardson going into 2 tackles. Mills forward. Stevens. Oh, he slipped a bit there. And Joe Jordan. And a goal for Southampton in stoppage time. Joe Jordan got it. After Stevens didn't quite manage what he intended and finished up on the ground, and Jordan just pushed it past Southall, and Southampton get a goal back and wonder just how much longer there is on the referee's watch. Stevens. Stephen. But the Jordan goal came too late to stop Everton burying their 13-year hoodoo here at the Dell. Their first victory here since April 1972, thanks to 2 goals in 3 minutes early in the second half by Kevin Richardson. Everton extend their unbeaten run to 17 matches without defeat, despite the late reply by Joe Jordan. And another impressive collective performance by the team chasing 3 titles. On the play, they were worthy winners. Southampton 1, Everton 2.
Ominous points for Everton there, particularly as Spurs lost at home to Villa and Manchester United and Liverpool play tomorrow.
Well, that win by Everton at Southampton was made all the more important by the surprise defeat of Spurs at home to Aston Villa, and how Spurs need to beat Everton now in their match at White Hart Lane on Wednesday. Paul Rideout and Mark Walters did the damage for Aston Villa with a goal in each half, and that defeat led Peter Shreeves, the Spurs manager, to say the Everton game is now the be-all and end-all of our season. Graham Roberts will be back after suspension on Wednesday, while Everton are hopeful that Kevin Sheedy, replaced today by 2-goal Kevin Richardson, will be fit for selection after a thigh injury. Well, Everton take a 3-point lead to Spurs next week, and that's with a game in hand. Manchester United will move within a point of Spurs if they can win at Liverpool tomorrow. At the bottom, Stoke are still 10 points behind Ipswich, despite the win over Arsenal there, and Ipswich are in serious trouble too,